So Hare Krishna, dear devotees, want to seek the blessing of Radha Madhava, Radha Shyam Sundar, Krishna Balaram, Bal Gopal, Nasing the Bhagwan, Go Nitai Srila Prabhupada, Guru Maharaj, and the assembled devotees. So concluding today the session on Devatas as part of the Sanatan Dharma course. So we've looked at many Devatas, a brief look, Brahma, Shiva, Durga Mata, Ganesh, Indra, Surya Dev, Chandradev, Agnidev, Yamraj, Saraswati, Kuber, Gayatri, Vayu, Kartikeya. Hanuman we haven't looked at specifically, but we did as part of Ram's Leela. Savitri and Varun. Today we wanted to look at Viswakarma. So Viswakarma, this is an example of what Viswakarma looks like. He is the divine architect of the whole universe and is the personification of the creative power that yields heaven and earth together. Vishwakarma is the presiding deity of all craftsmen and architects. He is the official builder of all Devatas' palaces. All the divine weapons, chariots, etc., possessed by the Devatas are his creation, including the Vajra of Indra. That's the thunderbolt. And that was made from the bones of the sage, the Dadichi.
The Dichi, yeah.
Dadichi.
Yeah.
He's also the chief architect and builder of Lanka, Dwarka, Indraprasth.
Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. If you go back to that last slide, when you say that he's also the builder of Lanka, Dwarka, and Indraprastha, why did you mention only those three lands? Or what,
I think that's the prominent ones. Lanka because of Ravan, or even before Ravan's time, this was built. It was actually for Ravan's brother Kuber, his step-brother Kuber. And Dwarka because of Krishna. Indraprasth because of the Pandavas.
So these are specific lands that is of some strategic importance, because what I gather from Vishwakarma is that he is involved in the creation of weapons and things that are used for like warfare or for some kind of a military purpose.
Yes.
So is Lanka some kind of a fort, some kind of a military?
You could say, yeah, you could say
military place. I mean, because I was just wondering why he didn't say that he built India or Bharat and Africa and Russia. Why only mention Lanka?
Maybe because, as you said, these are like special places. Yeah, a bit like a fortress. Dwarka, it was a whole series of palaces. Indraprasth also was, Pandavas had their domain there. So a little bit like that, you could say that.
It's of some military significance.
Military significance, and also architecture is very glorious architecture.
But like in Lanka.
In Lanka, oh yeah, the very opulent palaces. And because that was actually the domain of Kuber, the treasurer of the demigods, before Ravan snatched it from him,
Kuber, isn't he at the doorsteps of Lakshmi protecting all the wealth? Or he's
a possessor of wealth for the demigods. Right. He's their treasurer.
Treasurer, that's right. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. He's probably one of the most important devatas, most wealthiest, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Vishwakarma's depiction varies drastically from one region to another. They all picture him with creation tools. In the most popular depiction, he's depicted as follows. He's aged and a wise man with 4 arms. He's a white beard, carrying a water pot, a book, noose, and craftsman's tools, accompanied by his vahan. His aeroplane is a swan or a goose. He's seated on a throne with 5 sons standing near him. So this it's not quite a swan, it's an elephant. But anyway, this is an idea of Vishwakarma. Let's see the other picture we had. 5 sons, the swan is there, he's got a beard, creative tools, sort of, water pot is there. So this is probably a bit more like what we just described. In the eastern part of Bharat, he is depicted as a young, muscular man. He has a black moustache. He's not accompanied by his son. An elephant is his Vahan, suggesting association with Indra or Brihaspati. So this is interesting. So this is in the eastern part. He's depicted as follows. Viswakarma is also portrayed as having 5 hands with 10 arms, holding a book and stylus, sword, adze with citron, cup, water pot, rosary, cobra, and noose. So this is another 5 faces, yeah, holding a book, stylus. Okay. This is an interesting picture of Viswakarma. He created 5 Brahmas from each of his 5 faces. Wow. I think that must mean Brahmins. Sage Brahma Rishi, Sanatan Brahma Rishi, Abhuvas and Vanas Brahma Rishi, Pratnas, Suparnas. Not sure if I understand that. Rishi Panchami Dinam literally means the day of solidarity of the 5 rishis. Those who celebrate this day commemorate Vishwakarma on this day, in which his 5 children, 5 rishis, came together to declare their solidarity and pray to their illustrious father. This day follows Ganesh Chaturthi and falls on, obviously it's not September 2022, not sure when it falls. When is Ganesh Chaturthi? We just want to check that out. So these are his 5 sons, effectively. His 5 sons. Vishwakarma Puja, 17th of September every year is celebrated as Vishwakarma Puja.
7th of September.
So 7th of September this year is Ganesh Chaturthi, and the following day is when Vishwakarma is honored. And 17th September every year is celebrated Vishwakarma Puja as a resolution time for workers and craftsmen to increase productivity and gain divine inspiration for creating novel products. This ritual usually takes place within the factory premises or shop floor. Vishwakarma Puja is also associated with the buoyant custom of flying kites. So his many architectural wonders. Throughout the 4 ages, he has built several towns and places, palaces for the Devatas. Satya Yuga, he built Swagalok, or heaven, the abode of the demigods and gods, where Indra rules. In Treta Yuga, Vishwakarma built the Sone ki Lanka, Golden Lanka. There is a story behind the construction of Golden Lanka. When Lord Shiva married Parvati, he asked Vishwakarma to build a beautiful palace for them to reside. Because otherwise Shiva was just living in the forests or in the mountains. But Parvati wouldn't have been so happy. So he asked Vishwakarma, build us a palace. Vishwakarma put up a palace of gold, made of gold. For the housewarming ceremony, Shiva invited the wise Ravan. So Ravan was invited to perform the Graha Pravesh ritual. After the sacred ceremony, when Shiva asked Ravan to ask anything in return as Dakshina, Ravan, overwhelmed with the beauty and grandeur of the place, asked Shiva for the golden palace itself. This is incredible. Shiva was obliged to accede to Ravan's wish, and Golden Lanka became Ravan's palace. Dwapar Yuga, the city of Dwarka, where Krishna took his family, the Yadavas. And in Kali Yuga, Viswakarma is said to have built the town of Hastinapur, the capital of Kauravas and Pandavas. And also he built Indraprastha, which is the palace of the Pandavas. So these two are the warring families of the Mahabharata. After winning the battle of Kurukshetra, Lord Krishna installed Dharmraj Yudhishthir as the ruler of Hastinapur. Also, he built Indraprastha for the Pandavas. The Mahabharata has it that King Dhritarashtra offered a piece of land called Kandavprastha to the Pandavas to live on. Yudhishthir obeyed his uncle's orders and went to live in Kandavprastha with the Pandava brothers. But that was just like a desert. It was a no man's land. But then later, Krishna invited Viswakarma to build a capital for the Pandavas on this land, which he named Indraprastha. History tells us about architectural marvel and beauty of Indraprastha. Floors of the palace were so well done, they had a reflection like that of water, and the pools and ponds inside the palace gave the illusion of a flat surface with no water in them. So after the palace was built, the Pandavas, performing the Ashwamedha Yajna, invited the Kauravas, and Duryodhana and his brothers went to visit Indraprastha. Not knowing the wonders of the palace, Duryodhana was flummoxed by the floors and the pools and fell into one of the ponds. The Pandav wife, Draupadi, who witnessed this scene, had a good laugh. Apparently, she retorted, hinting at Duryodhana's father, the blind king Dhritarashtra. So she's apparently has reputed to said, the son of a blind man is bound to be blind. This remark of Draupadi annoyed Duryodhana so much so that later on it became a major cause for the great war of Kurukshetra described in Mahabharata and the Bhagavad Gita. So who are his family? He is often said to be the son of Brahma, but it differs in many other texts. In the Nirukta and the Brahmanas, he is stated to be the son of Bhuvana. In Mahabharata and Hari Vamsh, he is son of Vasu Prabhash and Yoga Siddha. In the Puranas, he is the son of Vastu. Viswakarma is the father of 3 daughters named Barhismati, Samgya, and Chitrangada. In other texts, Viswakarma is presented as the husband of Kritachi. From his navel was born Tushtra. Viswakarma is also described to be the father of a son named Vishwarup. So Vishwarup is famous because in the Srimad Bhagavatam, he gives this, what they call that, Narayan Kavach, to give protection to devotees. Very powerful Kavach. Vishwakarma's daughter, Sanjana, was married to the sun god Surya, and his daughter Saranya was married to Vaivasvat Manu. So, Indra's palace on earth. Aitreya is a descendant of sage Atri. He had done many yajnas and was able to go to any place as he liked. One day, in the course of his wanderings, he came to the court of Indra, which fascinated him by its beauty and festivities. He thought that no other place could be more pleasant, and he wanted it with all his heart. His modest heart could not please him any more. He called his wife and told her, "What sort of rubbish are you giving me to eat? Does it taste good? Your fruits and vegetables cannot come anywhere near the food I ate at Indra's court." So this is Aitreya, descendant of sage Atri. So saying, he called Viswakarma and asked him to make him a hermitage like Indra's palace. "If you do not do as I tell, I shall reduce you to ashes by a curse." The buildings, the court, gardens, elephants, horse, chandelier, the music, the food, the courtiers, all these must be as they are in Indra's palace. So this Aitriya wanted to make something like heaven on earth. Afraid of the curse, Vishwakarma forthwith built a palace which could rival Indra's palace. Much pleased, the Muni said, "This is the very thing I wanted." Okay, Pravin. After some time, however, demons began to frown at the palace and said, "Look, that fellow Indra has surreptitiously left heaven and built up a home on earth. Let us go and give him a good thrashing for killing our Vrittasura." Shouting, "Kill Indra, kill Indra," the demons in the body laid that palace under siege. So actually the demons put a siege on that palace. The Muni was happily reclining on his bed, but when he heard the shout of the demons, he became mortally afraid. Within minutes, using all kinds of weapons, the demons reduced the palace to a heap of rubble. The Muni himself did not escape some minor injuries. He came out trembling and going out to the demons, he told them with foolish hands, "I swear I am not Indra, I am a Muni, a Brahmin, a very poor and innocent man. Why are you so angry with me?" "Then why are you posing like Indra?" said the demons. "Remove your trappings at once," said the demons. "At once I am going to do as you say. I must have lost my head and did these foolish things. I shall never do it again." Viswakarma was summoned and was told by the Muni to replace the palace with his more modest ashram. He told him, "Do it soon, or I shall die at the hands of these demons." Realizing that the Muni was in grave danger, Viswakarma readily obeyed, and the huts and forests reappeared where a short time ago a palace stood. However, before he left, Viswakarma enjoyed a hearty laugh at the predicament of the Muni. So that's the story of Viswakarma. Any questions, any comments? Okay, let's stop there. Viswakarma ki jai, Devatas ki jai.